Bonjour, mes amis. Wait, wrong teacher. Hello, my amazing artists. Are you guys ready? Look where I am. Paris, France. No, not really Paris, France. But I figured since we can't go anywhere, I'm going to take you guys on a virtual tour of one of my favorite museums. I know I always say that, but this really is one of my favorites. The Louvre. The Louvre is located in Paris or Paris, France. Now, the Louvre was actually a palace until Louis XIV decided to lug all of his gear and all his people over to Versailles. And when he did, they turned this into a museum for the art, an art museum. Now you'll notice that this side looks really old and original to the time of Louis XIV and before. But this side, this right here, looks really modern or contemporary, which is of our time. This pyramid was designed by a famous architect named I.M. Pei. Pei designed this pyramid so that when people come into the Louvre, they actually enter in through the pyramid. They go down all these stairs and escalators into this light-filled atrium. And then you buy your ticket and you figure out where you're going to go because the Louvre is huge. So it becomes a dispersing point for the museum. In the atrium of the Louvre, there's even inverted pyramids. Ooh, I wonder if it's sharp. The inside of the Louvre is like a piece of art itself. In different areas, you can see the original palace. You can see the murals on the walls and even the frescoes on the ceilings. One of the sculptures that you'll see at the Louvre is the winged Nike. Now, the winged Nike is actually a Greek sculpture, but they don't know exactly who sculpted it. They think a guy named Pythagoras sculpted it around 300 BC or 30 BC. I mean, what's a couple hundred years? Another thing you'll see at the Louvre is the Great Sphinx of Tanis. This guy is huge. He is really old too, around 5,000 years old. Oh my gosh. They think that he was designed and built around the 21st dynasty to the 23rd dynasty. And then he's been at the Louvre for over 150 years. Last but not least, this is why people go to the Louvre, to see this chick. Do you know who it is? It's the Mona Lisa. About 80% of the people who go to the Louvre each day, which is like 15,000 people a day, go just to see her. She's the most famous painting in the world, and she's truly priceless. You cannot buy her. She belongs to the French government, even though she's Italian. She was a rich merchant's wife, and she was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Now that's a really big deal because Leonardo da Vinci was a Renaissance man. He was an inventor, he was a scientist, he was an architect, and he was an artist. But he only painted like 19 or 20 paintings in his life. And he spent about 3 years on her. Now what makes the Mona Lisa so interesting is that it has a lot of depth. Leonardo da Vinci painted her with layers and layers of paint. So she's got this smoky sfumato look. Now, she also has a smile. Her pose, kind of to the side and then just a little bit of a smirk, that was revolutionary. You didn't see that before. Everybody was front face and very stoic. But she's got a little bit of a smile. And it makes you wonder what she's thinking. Well, thanks for coming to the Louvre with me. That was really fun and so fast getting to Paris from Shreveport.